Okay, what's up, everybody? We have a little bit of a distraction with the neighbors and their machine of some sort. But, I have rock candy. Another distraction. Alright, so we're gonna go over the words and these letters and then draw a little thing. We'll do 2 different readings of this or that. We'll do words versus letters. Usually, this and that all go together in the same reading. Right here, I see more bows, more boas, more boxes, more bombs. Since Jupiter is conjunct Venus, that's where I feel Jupiter with this more. You know, Jupiter makes everything more. So perhaps whatever we had before, we're gonna have more. Wow. SOS. Robot. Reboot. Or reboot. A web. So perhaps robots or something electronic has something to do with this. We also have a number 3, CS, axe. And what is an axe, you know? To cut things. I see a spike, you know. Perhaps with this Uranus, this is, you know, Uranus and Jupiter are finally conjunct in the sign of Taurus, and it's going to be like this for another 14 years. So this is a big thing. Perhaps there will be a lot of cutting of things. So, I see so. And, XM, like XM radio. So, music will help. Let's move on to this word. So, government. So, if it's not the actual government, you can think of, you know, government. If you break that down, govern, which means to control, to govern, to control, and ment is Latin mente for the word mind. So if you put that together, we have government, to control the minds, and the government controls the people, therefore the people. So it's well, for their own people, but this is to govern the minds of the people, and that's basically what the government does. You have to think of what governs your mind. If, like I always say, these are your readings, so use your intuition when deciphering these messages. So yeah, what controls your mind? What governs your mind? Perhaps it's something annoying. We got bugs. You think of, you know, bugs as like annoying or pests. Was that with Bugs Bunny?
I'm giving you till the count of 5.
He had a carrot, and what? He was always trying to run from the Elmer Fudd,
2, 3,
right?
4.
And he always, he had another way out. Like, he would go into one hole, and he'll always have another way out. So maybe that's what this is telling you, that whatever is governing your mind, or whatever the situation is here, this is telling us that there is another way out. There's always another way out. Bugs could also be like, I see a whole bunch of little things. So this could be the little things controlling your mind, or the little annoying things that are in the way or in the air. And perhaps these things come as a surprise. We have Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of surprises and sudden, you know, things that happen suddenly, sudden changes. This government, or these, you know, surprising, you know, what this is. I see Reebok, or Reeboks. And then I see trash. So perhaps when you get rid of the trash, there's freedom. And then we receive the word family. Perhaps there are sudden changes having to do with your family or your childhood. We have Chiron. Chiron is the planet all about working with like past pains. So perhaps this, if it's not from like your childhood or family pains, this is like
No, not that gun! Use the other
cycles.
gun! The other gun, stupid!
Sun.
Yeah.
Okay, Wabbit. Now I've got you.
When we have this simple cycles,
I command that you shoot me now!
you know, simple is everything. Anything easy, I think, is something that doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of effort. Simple, you know. Or you can think of simple cycles would also mean to me like everyday cycles, like something with your everyday routine. So perhaps something with governing your mind of these annoying, surprising little things. Hurts, pains, something. But there we have our words. Now let's pull some cards to see what the tarot has to say about these messages. So what does the tarot have to say about these words, these letters? Alright, I think we have our reading. We have more than enough. There's that word more again. We're setting them up. Alright, we have a lot of cards here on the board. I guess one's for this, one's for that, and one is like a combination. The reboot and all the words, the boxing and the axe and all them words. Or this can all go together, depending on what you know, how do you see this? But on the corner of the first line, I see the Page of Wands. So here, I see this like whatever we're going into, whatever new with enthusiasm and spark. This is like you're ready to jump in. And then it's like you're ready to jump in, and the High Priestess is right underneath. So perhaps we are ready to jump in using our intuition, and definitely there's something hidden. So perhaps there's something hidden behind, or there's enthusiasm around this hidden thing, or finding out the truth or something of that sort. This could have to do with religion. But right after the High Priestess, we have this Ace of Wands. So it's like she's again onto something new, and this is something new with our values, our you know, what we want, our needs. And the wands in this deck, that could be swords telling, I mean, it could be this thought telling us to like, this could be a new thought or a new project, a new something creative. And right above the Ace of Wands, we have this Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like, whatever we were making, it's like coming apart. It's coming apart, and that is what this newness is. It's like, okay, it was this one contraption, right? But then this something new came, and this started falling, or perhaps this started falling, or this came out. There was a loss of some sort, or some kind of disconnection, and then that is what created something new, because now this is no longer what it was. And this could be something very sad, emotional about relationships, loves, or it could just be you, instead of focusing on this newness, we're almost like holding on to what we lost, like crying over this. I hear like crying over spilt milk. She still has these 2 cups behind her, you know, ready and available with that are filled, but she's so, you know, her hands are over her face. She's so distraught that she doesn't even realize what she does have. And this is a Page of Cups. Perhaps we are catching a new love. And this is right under that 5 of Cups. So it's like, if we have our hands covered, we won't be able to get this new love or this new thing. Now, what I always say is that these aces, they're opportunities. There's no guarantee. Like, it's an opportunity, like something new is going to come along, but it's up to you to grab that. Like, are you going to be this Page of Cups? Are you going to be able to grab that? Is this fish too slippery? You know, what's your determination look like? And perhaps that's where we gain this determination. And perhaps this is about a new love. Because, you know, Cups is all about love and relationships and emotions. So, if it's not a new love or relationship with somebody else, this could be a relationship with your higher self, or your God, or, you know, you. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. This is like telling me that there's like a lack of teamwork, especially when it comes to something new. This Empress, you know, she plants these seeds. It's almost like magic or divine, I see. But there's like, there's this 10 of Pentacles. It seems as though like there's this happy family, right? But it's like these kids are climbing up into this conflict. Now we have these 5 of Wands, but the good thing it is in reverse. So whatever this conflict or confusion or whatever this this whole thing is, whatever the situation is, this, you won. You'll win that. So perhaps it does have something to do with one of these people, one of the 3 people went against like a contract, like say that there was something signed, they went against what they signed, or say they promised you something, there was a commitment, and this is like a breach in contract. Perhaps we have to pay attention to the fine print, make a list, or check off your list. And then we have the 3 of Cups again, another 3, but this is the 3 of Cups in reverse. So this is again saying that there's some kind of outside interference. And the 6 major arcana, the Lovers, is right on top of that. So yeah, there's definitely, I see a definite new love. Or perhaps this is a choice or a decision we have to make about this group or this team coming apart. And perhaps it has to do with work. The King of Pentacles is like, this could be your boss, you know, or a situation, a great loss, you know, a physical, material loss. And that is almost like because you wished for it. It's like whatever you lost, it's almost like you created this yourself. Just like they say, your thoughts create sickness, like dis-ease. Your thoughts also create healing as well. And here's where the problem is, you know. 9 of Cups is always a positive card, reversed or upright. It's just that it's like perhaps we wished for something subconsciously, or maybe we didn't even wish for it. Maybe we were just thinking, oh, I hope this doesn't happen. And you know, when you think like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen, that's all you're thinking of is this like not happening, that this like not it doesn't happen. So, you know, your thoughts are very powerful. And the time also, I see 8:20, 8:15, or perhaps this has to do with your second and your sixth house, which is the house of your money or material, your security, with your servitude and, you know, sacrifice and things of that. You know, the sixth house is all about like slavery, and when I say slavery, I mean like working for someone, or being having a responsibility to someone or something. And it's like you have to knock this wall down. I see this wall has to be knocked down, like your guard has to be brought down. Perhaps we have to take a break and play. Now is not a good time to be alone, especially after this breakup with this third person, this third party. There's a third party involved. Whether it be a person or a third, like an additional situation, you know, these are your cards. We have the Magician in reverse. So this tells us that there's some kind of lies, or some kind of manipulation, or like, you know, somebody showing you something here and, you know, doing something with this hand. And that is right below the High Priestess. So perhaps what's hidden is this. Perhaps it's somebody acting as if they were somebody else, but they're really not. And this could happen, especially during this time, how it's like a cover, like under the surface, like digging for the truth under the surface and figuring out that like it's really not what you think. That you might think that somebody's helping you, but they're really hurting you. Perhaps there is some kind of protection, or you have to let something go. You have to let your guard down. Perhaps this magician is controlling. Yeah, and perhaps we do need like professional help, somebody who's very experienced, or a professional in this thing, because we have the Five of Pentacles. Now this is coming in out of the cold. You see, he's helping her in out of the cold. Perhaps it's the same woman here with that child, and yeah, the Four of Cups is in reverse here. Perhaps it's this helping hand. Like I said, it's like somebody trying to help you, but they're really hurting you. And that's probably what's going on with this three. You figured out that, you know, these three people, we're all supposed to be working together, but if it's not one or two people, like somebody is not working for the group or together, you know what I mean? Somebody's working against the rest of the team, or against you in general. And it's like, when we're still, we'll be able to know. Perhaps you think that this person is helping you. Perhaps you don't even know this person's helping you, or so you think they're helping you, but really they're trying to fuck you over. And here we have the Hangman in reverse. So this is it's like, yeah, like you're surrendering, I surrender, or like you're putting your hands up, like I give up. Perhaps you give it to God, or, you know, something of that sort. I do see surrender, but you're finally upright, like the blood's no longer to your head. Perhaps you do see the situation from a different point of view, and perhaps it took this you know, whatever. Yeah, we have the 3s and 5. We have the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. So with the Wands, the complication here is putting our emotions, or our emotions in general, with our values and our, you know, what our morals, like what we live by, things of that nature. And we definitely must use our intuition when it comes to acting out here. Perhaps being around water will help when it comes to this new thought or this new emotion. You know, when he's on ground, it's like he's like, oh, but it's like water will help ground you, because it's like you're not really grounded, or perhaps water will help ground you to make you more fluid. We need some ground in here. Yes, so yeah, be careful who we accept help from. You know, I believe that if we ask for help, we will receive it. Whatever we need is already there, available to us. It's just that we have to open up our minds to it, and perhaps that's what this govern is. We have to be the controller of our own minds, especially at this time, and especially when it comes to this new situation, this new love, this new feeling or emotion. So yeah, I appreciate your time, and thank you for being here. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. If I failed to mention, my name is ClairV, and you are watching me here on Spread Space. Stay tuned for more readings, just like this, and very different ones as well. Thank you so very much. Mwah.